Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of I Can't Remember Shit, a memory podcast. I'm your host, Evan Barton, and today, me and a lovely guest are attempting a thoughtful descent, a peaceful reminisce, and an honest recollection of our own memories. Every episode, my guest and I discuss one aspect of memory in particular that they don't know about until I tell them right here, right now on this episode. Some of our favorite memories and our least favorite memories can evade us in the moment and might make us say, I can't remember shit. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of I Can't Remember Shit. I am literally geeked to invite, to have my guest here today, the lovely Claire Simmons. Hello, Claire.
I'm so excited to be here.
This is going to be so fun. We're both now experienced podcasters.
We really are.
You've been around the block.
I've been around the block.
What did we say? We just got here season. We had just got here.
We just got here, but we've been here for a little bit.
Exactly.
At this point.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And I'm so excited to welcome you to my show. You, of course, welcomed me to your show, Paz y Amor,
Yes.
this past season. And so I'm so excited to extend the invitation to you for I Can't Remember Shit.
Yes, I love being here. You have the best podcast name of all podcasts.
Because you say it a lot, don't you?
I can't remember shit. I don't know. No, it's so good.
What did I eat
so
for
good.
breakfast yesterday? I can't remember. I can't remember shit. I get it kind of just is one of those things I found myself saying all the time. And I appreciate your admiration for it.
I love it. I'm like, damn. I mean, it doesn't really fit for mine, but I'm like, how could I make it?
Well, at memory, I mean, we talk a lot of the things that you talk about on your show are kind of based in the experience of art or of a specific medium, and so that kind of all comes from memory as well. Memory plays a role in Paz y Amor.
You know what? You're right. You are right.
I'm really good at angling things to be. It's the marketing in me.
Yeah, you are.
But speaking of memory, what is when you think about memory, what do you think about? What gets you? What first comes to mind?
I think when I think about memories, I think about happiness.
Mm-hmm.
I always think about when was the happiest time?
Yeah.
And I'll just remember when I was smiling the most, when I was laughing the most, when I had the best fun. So I think of memories and I think about all the happiness. I know some people might think sad things. I don't.
That's the subjectiveness of that question and of this topic. Honestly, because some people I think dwell on bad memories or sad memories, but some people are kind of err on the side of nostalgia and either think about things in the past as always good or through rose-colored glasses,
Yeah.
And it just depends. I mean, there's some people have enough good memories that they always think about the good ones, and some people are different.
Yeah, some people are different, but I think that's me. I think I have enough good memories that it's the only thing I think back on.
Yeah, I think you and I share that. We're definitely optimistic people,
Yes,
and we're working on, carrying forward that energy and everything that we do. And so I so see that coming up in your memories and also in just your day to day.
Yeah.
But let's get us kicked off right here with just I'd love to start the show with a little bit of going down memory lane on each other, and let's talk about our first memories relating to each other. And so I'd love for you to share with our audience and with me kind of what were your first memories about us meeting and you knowing me?
Yeah. Okay. So funny enough, just thinking about it, I have on the shoes that I wore the first time that we met. So I kind of think about you before we met, actually, because we were working on the makeup class.
Yeah.
And I was talking with Sergio, and he helped me plan it in the beginning. But he kept mentioning you, legitimately. He was like, you don't understand. You will love Evan so much. Y'all are the same. You both love beauty.
Yeah.
He's into the whole thing. And so I always just thought of you as someone super exciting to meet, because I was like, okay, this is someone who's apparently like me. Come to find out, actually.
Exactly.
But he was right on that. But I think about that. But then I think about the day when we actually met. Do you remember, what was going on downtown that the whole downtown was shut off?
Yeah.
What was happening?
It was I think it was either a First Friday or Tulsa Tough. I think it was the Tulsa Tough weekend.
Tulsa Tough is the
early
bikes?
June. Yeah, the bike race.
No, but we met before June. We met before the class. I think it was, there was like a stage or something. And there was like, you remember those beautiful pianos?
Oh, yes. There were all those pianos out. So then that would have been Mayfest.
Mayfest.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because we met before June because the class was June.
That makes sense.
Yes. And I remember just thinking like, so I have lived, excuse me, I don't drive. So my like, getting anywhere is literally up to Lyft, okay? But I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna like call this Lyft early because I like want to be on time. It's like for my class, I'm meeting
Oh my God,
this
I'm having
person.
flashbacks to like 20 minutes ago.
Literally, okay? No. I'm like, y'all, it is my day-to-day struggle, okay? But nonetheless, I called the Lyft earlier that day. And I remember like when I got down there and I just was so embarrassed because I'm like, wait.
Well, the Lyft wouldn't take you to the right place either, like because of the closures. Yeah.
But I'm literally like, how do I explain to him legitimately every block is closed off? Like, I don't And so anyway.
Well, and I asked you to meet in a place that was like.
Where did we meet? Chimera.
Yeah. I mean, it's fully in everything that was closed off. Like, yeah, right in the middle of everything. And Arts District sometimes is like inaccessible.
Yeah, sometimes depending on what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I just remember feeling like super anxious, but I was so excited, like really to meet you. And I was so excited to like get the vibes for just everything that we were working on.
Yeah.
And I remember like when I was walking up, I was like, okay, be cool. Like, you know, he's probably going to be pissed off, like, you know, whatever. But when I saw you, I'm not even kidding. You gave me like dead ass such peace. I'm not even kidding. Because you looked like, girl, we're friends. It's fine.
I was like, it was a Friday afternoon. Like, it really wasn't a big deal.
No, yeah. Like, I honestly, like, I just remember meeting you and feeling like, okay, like, this is a person who I know I'll get along with immediately. Yeah. Just because of your energy. Like, it really was just like an energy sync. I was like, okay, cool. Like,
we
I really
kikied that meeting.
We did.
Okay, now I'll pick up on this because this is my version of it, essentially. I mean, meeting you, I was like, oh, this is a diva. I just like knew, I think, yeah, like you said, energy sync. And I think I've really built my vocabulary for some of that language through you as we've gotten to know each other, like what that really means. Because I think that some people would say, oh, we just vibed. And I was like, yeah, we vibed. But like, we also, I think, understood each other.
Yeah.
And what we were trying to accomplish and what we wanted from each other. Like, I knew that you had a creative vision that I was trying to help you, you know, really, I guess, help come to life. And look at what's changed, which I love.
No, it's
and
only
that's
gotten
really
stronger.
Cool. And I think, yeah, and that to me, I think is a little bit different than just like a vibe. But like, of course we can vibe. We can do whatever we want to do. But like, I think actually got each other. We see each other.
We see each other. No, literally. I promise you, I like piggybacking off of what you just said. I just think like, we also have a working relationship. Yeah. Like really seriously. Yeah. And we have a friendship. And I was so nervous about like, okay, this is something that I care about so much, makeup. Like, I love makeup. I really do. And I want to be with someone who's equally excited or like excited in a way that I can relate to. Yeah. So I was just like really
and like
hoping.
No shade to Sergio, but like
Sergio was not
my
gonna
guy
be on the same vibes.
No. Y'all did not energy sync on that.
But Sergio was amazing. He was amazing. It's amazing. But nonetheless, I was really like just hopeful that we would have that energy sync because I'm like energy sensitive. Yes. And especially when it comes to the creation of things, like it was my first makeup class.
Which that's still crazy to me because like I really do think that you have a gift for that. Like I watched Glow Up, the Netflix makeup show, and like one of their final challenges is to do like a master class.
Oh wow.
And I was like, Claire's ready for this. She's already done this.
No, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. It's just really like, I agree. We really got each other. We saw each other and we are so much alike just naturally. So it makes it easy.
Yeah, and the way that day went was we met and we literally like did kiki. I think we talked for like over an hour.
We did, and you showed me
I made
the
you
venue.
walk in your heels like around the block because we were I was drinking like a Topo Chico, and
Guys, and Evan is tall. Okay, like how tall are you?
Like 6 foot.
Yes. Okay, so my
6'5". I'm joking.
He's 6'7". Okay.
No
my
trust
heels
fund.
my heels right now are like 4.5 inches. Okay, so Evan is like with these long legs, walking super fast. And I just remember being like, okay, I can't like snap on him because we just met. But I was thinking in my head, like,
slow your ass down. Well, because I was like, girl, we're going to walk from Chimera to the office. You know, it's just a short walk. And I tell everybody that. I get clowned on constantly for like, oh, it's just a short walk.
It's a short walk.
And like, yeah, it's a short walk for me.
Yeah, no, for you, 6'7", okay?
Oh my God.
No, but I remember laughing, like thinking that was so funny actually. Because I was just thinking like, he really has no idea. I'm fighting for my life right now.
No, and you look at me and you go, no, I'm good. Like I'm good.
I really did.
She was good, so I trust. And I was like, I believe women.
Yeah, no. I mean, I was good, but I thought like, dang, he walks so fast.
Yeah, well, and you know, now that we have, you know, quite a few months into this relationship, like I have seen you walk in higher shoes for longer, and you know, I've seen your shoe game, and I love the ones you're wearing right now. But I didn't put you fully through it, but I kind of did just a little bit. But we walked over to the office and like showed you a little bit of the space, I think, and then from there, like we executed on the makeup class, which was amazing. And then like it wasn't like we weren't connected or anything, but like I think there was some divine intervention or some energy universe intervention in us reconnecting kind of very shortly afterwards. And that was also really interesting because like I was like, Claire, what are you doing at my gym?
I know.
And I see that girl that you were with all the time. And I'm like, oh, she's in here working that shit out. But you're like, you do your hot works.
Yes, I do my hot works. Actually, right now, I am paused on hot works, funny enough. And I'm focusing on the gym at my apartment.
Period.
But
you and Bailey be working on your fitness.
We do. Yeah, no, Bailey has the hot works membership. So I'm like a guest on her membership right now. Which is funny because at first she was mine. But
and I was like, knowing, you know, the context of you not driving, like, girl, that is a hike for you to get out there. Like, and if there are gyms down here, there's the YMCA, all that stuff. But, you know, that just like that chance sighting, like I think because of our relationship foundation of like executing on the class and everything, you just like reached out. And,
I did.
And it was like one of those things that I was like, I don't encounter a lot of people that make that effort that you do in that way. And that was really... I think that's the difference in kind of how our relationship has evolved from there because, like, girl, you and I be talking. You and I be communicating.
We do.
And I think that's in some ways how we're able to manage this dynamic of a business and friendship or a business relationship and a friendship relationship. Yeah. Which is really cool.
Fully agreed. Aw, yeah, no, I definitely like... When I saw you, it was because I was thinking about you so heavy that week because of wanting to launch the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I don't know. Like, I am a person who will reach out and I make the effort and whatnot, but sometimes there's a little push and pull, like internally. Yes. And that's essentially what it was. So when I saw you, I was like, nah, like definitely universe. I have to reach out to him. Like, who else would I reach out to? Yeah. And I wrote, like, no joke. So the video that we shot for the promo of our class, I would go back and watch it all the time. Cause I just like, you know, I'm psychic, okay? So I would literally look at our video and I'd be like, we are a dream team. Yeah. Like whatever else we do in this life, like surefire, it's gonna go well. Yeah. So I was really excited to like get it started again.
I love it. I love to hear that. It's not only flattering, but also like self-fulfilling. Yeah. Because I do think that I mean, I'm going to give you flowers. I think Posse More is amazing.
Aw, thank you. It's amazing because of the team, and the team is Evan. No, but seriously, we do a good thing on that podcast.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so excited for it and like grateful.
Yeah.
I'm grateful every day.
We got some things cooking.
We got some things cooking.
We'll tease it here. It'll probably be out by now, but like season 2 is going to be awesome. And I really think that the care that you've put into the show is like evident, and it's really exciting to see. And I think that we're kind of being some podcasting pioneers here, and I love it. Got to put some stuff out there.
Look at us.
Look at us. Okay, well, are you ready to hear about what your topic is today?
I'm literally so ready. I'm so excited.
Yeah. What do you think it is? I'm just curious.
Honestly, well, I'm like, okay, what does Evan know about me? Everything. So I'm like, it could be literally anything, but I'll throw out some things. Maybe it's makeup related. Maybe it's like celebrity related. Or I was thinking maybe shoes or fashion, something like that.
I was like, ooh, I almost revealed it, but if your topic was Janet Jackson, it's not Janet Jackson.
Okay,
I apologize.
I was gonna be funny and be like Janet Jackson, but I mean, okay, no.
I do have a couple good memories related to Janet Jackson,
Babe.
but what I chose for our topic, I think I have a couple more things that I'm excited to talk about.
Okay.
So, let's go ahead and just dive in, Diva.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really excited for us to dust off our filing cabinets, start up our hippocampuses, and reminisce into our topic today. And I'm really excited to share with you what it is.
Yes.
And you were spot on. It's makeup.
No, I love that.
You're the first person to guess your topic, which I love.
Okay, cute. No, I love that. I'm so excited.
You already were like, I love makeup.
I love makeup. No, I think people like don't realize that about me. Like, because sometimes people
Oh, but I have to laugh. People don't know I love makeup.
They don't know I love makeup. No, but I mean in the sense of like, obviously they know I'm a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Like they know that I like am good at makeup. I'm good at makeup.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes people might think that you're doing something because it's a job.
Exactly. I was going to say that's the only reason that people might think that is because it's like work, and like what you like to do can sometimes be considered separate. But
yeah, no, but it's not that. Like
you have a passion for it. I've witnessed your passion for
I'm obsessed. I love makeup. I'm
and
so
you're
excited.
knowledgeable as fuck about it.
This is true, you know. I know a lot.
You know so much, and like when someone has a Bible of products that is multiple pages long, like I mean, baby. You wrote the Bible on it.
Because I'm just like the type of person that I am, like the way my mind goes when I'm like pushing something out, I'm like, just give them as much information as you can that's like easily absorbing. So I'm like, 6 pages of Bible products.
Well, eyes, lips, face, products, brushes. I mean, like when you start to dissect makeup, which we kind of will, there is literally so much. There's so many elements to it. There's body makeup.
Babe.
There's you're talking about skin texture, you're talking about skin tone, and then you're talking about how the products sit on those skin textures and tones.
Exactly.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
And I think you need someone knowledgeable. And you're like, one, you need someone knowledgeable in your life.
Period.
But you need someone knowledgeable even to like discuss the importance of knowing those things about it. And I think in a way, like makeup, for me, I think started to familiarize myself with my features more than anything else I would have ever done, probably.
I agree.
You're looking at your face and you're trying to not be judgy. And I think you should practice that like discipline of like, I don't want to look at my face and start to point out flaws. I want to look at my face and start to think about the things that I can accentuate and what products can do the job best.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have. I'm sure you have those little like philosophical things about it, but I do be thinking about makeup
100%. 100%. I think that because it's like, for me, I am a person who really believes in cultivating the inside before anything on the outside.
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to push you through life. And not necessarily the problem, I don't want to say it, but maybe like an obstacle with makeup that you have to get over is not trying to mask.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of times people feel like, okay, this is like something I can completely change everything, which is true. You can. Like we see it in drag makeup. It's a transformation.
Baby, that jawline is gone.
It's gone. And it's like you're creating contours, you're creating a new eye shape, you're creating like literally you're creating a face.
New lip shape and everything.
Lip shape, everything. So like we can see the extremes that makeup can get to. But on a day-to-day, I really, really try to focus. And with my clients, I'm like, girl, we are accentuating these amazing features that you have. We're not trying to cover them. We're not trying to shift them. We're not trying to judge ourselves. We're just trying to pick the right products and the right techniques that work for us so that we can be happy with what we have. So fully, like that's literally my philosophy behind it.
I love it. And I think for me, like my initial approach to, or I guess my initial exposure to makeup, like obviously the beauty industry has been around forever, but like makeup that I wanted to do, makeup that seemed like I could fit, I could apply makeup in this world was drag. And that's why I'm a huge fan of drag and Drag Race and all the drag queens and the art of drag. I think that it allows for like makeup is a huge part of that art form. And at a point in time and even up to this point, like I want to potentially explore a drag persona and kind of like what that might look like. And, you know, I think the first thing you got to think about is that what's the mug going to look like?
Baby.
What is your stamp? How are you going to look? How are you, like, obviously you're cultivating the personality along the way and like what are your real talents? That's been coming up on Drag Race recently. Like, you know, do you have any real talents or are you just a drag queen? It's like, that's crazy because so many drag queens are like extremely talented and makeup can be their talent. Makeup is one of their talents most of the time. But like, anyways, long tangent, like drag was my introduction to makeup. Okay. Which is really interesting to contrast with kind of like your, I think, approach to makeup being more that day-to-day. Like, look, like you are not doing drag makeup on the daily.
This is true.
There are techniques though.
Yes. I don't want to cut you off. Sorry.
No. You're good.
Not doing drag makeup on a daily because that literally is transformation makeup. But fully, I love a good beat. Like this is not day-to-day, you know? I wouldn't put on like a blue sparkly eye on just... Well, I would.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah, just like on a Wednesday. But no, I love the glam. Like the way that I'm trying to shift my career actually right now is either wedding makeup or full glam makeup. Yeah. Because I love teaching people how to get their everyday face. Yeah. And I love to let them know the products that they need to use for, you know, every day. Yeah. But I'm really like, it's time to glam it up. Because it's like, that's what I love to do. I love to do glam. I want to do glam.
And you're good at glam,
Thank
baby.
you. I do. I think so. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's like the best makeup that I do is when I'm like, we're going full smoky eye, contour, bronzer,
Get that blush.
Literally, yeah. No, like I want to do a whole moment. That's like my favorite kind of makeup. So yeah,
I love that.
I'm down to do this.
Well, this is perfect. I would love for you as my guest to dive into your favorite memory related to makeup in your long career and just experience. Talk us through it.
Okay, so off the top of my head, I'll have to say like the class is so special for me. Like it really, really is. Aww. Yeah, no, it is super special because like at that point in time, I had been doing makeup for 7 years. Yeah. And like 7 is a number of a cycle. Yeah. So after 7, you have to recognize what's going on, you know, and see where things are going. And coming from Arkansas, which is where I just moved from, I had the makeup studio out there, but it didn't go the way that I wanted because no one cares about makeup in Little Rock, Arkansas. So it was like...
No shade to Little Rock, Arkansas.
No shade. It's just the truth, okay? But my thought process about makeup when I got to Tulsa was like, okay, you need to take a break so that you don't hate it. Because if I try to force something to happen immediately in Tulsa, that's just going to just break me down, honestly. And so I took my break and I really was not doing like any makeup. I did one makeup appointment from like the time I got to Tulsa to that class. Yeah. And it was my friend, Theodora. She's beautiful. And we did a look for her for her birthday. And it was like, when I did her makeup, I was thinking like, okay, you still love makeup because doing this was like so much fun. But then, so the class came around and it like was a little nerve-wracking because I never saw myself as a teacher. Like, I really don't see myself as a teacher. I'm more of a like, this is my example, girl. You know, Either you're on it or you're not.
Yeah. Follow my example, or like, learn by me doing, not necessarily like teaching and explaining at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is an art. I would say it's an art form, and also like a skill for sure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. But when I got into the class, something that I learned about myself is that I am a teacher. Like, truly. So that was really fulfilling for me because I realized that I could take it other places, like my teaching ability. But I will have to say, outside of that, definitely. So I like doing makeup for celebrities, celebrity adjacent, that type of thing is really fun.
Yes.
And I got to do celebrity adjacent makeup.
Hell yes. I don't know who this is.
For Beyonce.
Oh, shut up.
Are you kidding me?
What?
No, like no joke. I'm not even kidding. So Serena Williams got married in New Orleans, right?
Oh, and gosh. Here we go on New Orleans.
Baby.
Did you know that Claire's from New Orleans?
Did you guys know? No, but okay. So I was in New Orleans at the time. But seriously, Serena Williams got married in New Orleans, right?
To the guy who used to own Twitter, Jack Dorsey.
Oh, why did I think her man was like Owen or something?
No, he's a white man. He could be named Owen.
Okay. Well, it's the same person that we're thinking about.
Yeah, we're thinking about the same person.
Okay, yeah, totally. Her favorite restaurant is Muriel's. It's like it's actually her and Beyonce's favorite restaurant at Muriel's in New Orleans is Muriel's. But nonetheless,
it's Mia Bay's favorite restaurant.
It's our fave. But nonetheless, so these girls came in and it was like, one of the girls was like the manager for the Victoria's Secret models. Wow. One of the girls was like, they all had those type of jobs, they were like industry people. And so this one girl, Mia, I cannot remember her last name, but Mia was like the most glam girl I've ever met. Like,
hey,
seriously,
Mia.
Hey girl. No, she's like, she had like these jewels on and just like beautiful blown out hair. And like, she obviously was like a very well-off woman, but was so cool. Like, I love people like that who like have a lot going on, but they're like still down to earth, because we are on planet Earth.
Well, like she's interfacing with Jay and Bay and Serena. Like, for her to have walked into our, my restaurant or my place of work, or even like me not even knowing that that's their acquaintanceship, like that would be, you think about those people being on a different level,
right.
But that's just kind of the social hierarchy and all the stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. So I knew, like, my boss was like, our manager was like, okay, they're doing makeup for Serena Williams' wedding. So we knew that. And like, I don't know, Serena and Beyonce are obviously friends. Yeah. Like, Sorry had come out and, they're in the music video together.
Yes.
So like, we know that and they're open about their friendship.
And they sit together at the US Open
exactly.
and stuff. Yeah.
They're cool. But I just didn't think like Beyonce's going to be at this wedding. Like, I was thinking about like, oh, this is Serena Williams' wedding. Like, this is really cool. Yeah. And this girl works for Victoria's Secrets and she's mad cool. And like, before I deleted my Instagram, like we all followed each other. Like we like became cool, Yeah. So it was like a whole thing. But I remember Mia was like, okay, like, it's going to be really busy, but I will tag you in the pictures, like whatever. And so she
walked into this restaurant and saw your makeup and was like,
no. I was working as a makeup artist.
Okay.
I was working as a makeup artist and they booked at the salon that I was working out. Shout out Paris Parker in New Orleans.
Yes.
They put me on a lot of things in my makeup career. But nonetheless, I was working at the salon Paris Parker. And so they'd booked and like they booked maybe like 2-3 weeks in advance, a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And so we'd known about it and like it was like a whole thing. But yeah, so when she like got my Instagram, we got like, we exchanged information, all this kind of thing. She loved her makeup. Yeah. And I was like so excited that she really loved it. I love when people really love their makeup.
Yes.
And she was like, it's just going to be really busy because, it's a lot of going on with the wedding and it's a big deal. It's like Serena Williams' wedding.
And a wedding, a wedding is like there's start time and there's end time. And that day has to be perfect.
It has to.
For many people involved. So.
And we don't have time to like text the makeup artist. No. Like we can text her after,
Yes.
So she was like, I will tag you in the pictures though. Like, don't worry, whatever.
That's awesome.
It's like, 5 p.m., 4 p.m., like after we finished the makeup, whatever. It may have been earlier, but it's early in the day. Like the sun is still out. Fast forward way into the night, like dead ass 2 a.m. Like I'm up, like in my apartment in the French Quarter. I'm like chilling. Was living with my boyfriend at the time. Yeah. And he was asleep. And I was just like looking at the pictures because it was Serena Williams' wedding.
Yeah.
So I'm looking online, looking for like, just, is there anybody who I did makeup for, like in the pictures, whatever. Child, I'll never forget this moment. This is definitely my favorite moment relating to makeup for sure. She tags me in the picture of her at the wedding, Mia. Mm-hmm. Next to her is Beyonce and Kelly Rowland.
Yes!
And I was like, no.
That's iconic.
I literally, no joke, I woke my boyfriend up. I was like, wake up, wake up. No,
I can imagine the Instagram close friends story.
Well, close friends wasn't there yet because this was a hot minute ago.
That's
this
crazy.
was like when there was not even DMs.
So you were just like, babe.
I literally was like, babe, you don't understand. Beyonce, like my makeup. It was crazy. No, it literally was crazy. And I can still see the pictures. Beyonce was wearing a long ponytail and she was like, and I don't remember the exact color, but maybe like a green dress, whatever. But long story short, she was holding Mia, like Mia and her are friends. Like the picture was with Mia, Kelly Rowland, and Beyonce.
She might as well have been Michelle.
She might as well have been Michelle. No, literally. Like she was cool with him. It was so iconic and it was like a moment I'll never forget in my life. And I just remember like when my boyfriend, when he woke up, obviously like a little annoyed because it's legitimately, I remember like the time.
2 a.m.
It was 2:13 a.m. I'm like, and I just get this tag, this notification, and my jaw, oh my God. But long story short, when he woke up, he's like, what? Like, what is going on? And I showed him, he was like, wait.
Babe.
He's like, that's actually really cool.
It's really iconic. And I think it's a testament to your artistry, your Claire Simmons artistry.
Mommy.
But also like, I love that, in a short, I think what I love about makeup in a lot of ways is like I think that the product or what you put on, not the products, but like the artist gets to be an artist with these tools and utensils. And baby, there are some talented ass bitches out there that are 18 years old, that are 35 years old, that have been in the game for forever, that are just starting. Like it is like, it almost feels accessible to everyone that has an interest. And that's, kind of why I feel like drag has exploded in so many ways is because people picked up the makeup brush and are like, let me figure some shit out on here.
Yeah.
And, obviously we kind of got into this, like, you're talking about a salon makeup. You're talking about like the day-to-day. There's drag. There's like makeup is an expansive world.
Very.
And so I don't necessarily think that philosophy should be applied to everything. Like, oh, you can just go work in a salon if you like makeup. Like, no, you got to be good and you got to know some foundational skills. But like, you got to do that and then also like build your career like from that and have that moment. And probably more, I'm manifesting some moments for you. Janet, pick up the phone.
You don't even understand. That is my literal biggest dream.
Yeah. Well,
sure.
I think it's going to happen.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I cannot wait. I can't wait to like edit back to this moment when I'm posting about it.
Exactly. Well, that's amazing. I think that I love that story because it's obviously like a moment for your career and also just for your artistry, which is amazing. And I'm so excited. I also love that, part of it was the class because like, not only was that like our first introduction to each other in a lot of ways, but like I could tell that you really enjoyed that. And it was something that I got a lot out of. You heard me chiming in. I was like, actually, the way that I do, I'm like a novice out there in the crowd.
I literally loved it. I'm not even kidding. Because it was like, there's like, I think makeup is a little intimidating. Like the class really taught me that actually, because trying to teach someone how to do something that you just know how to do, it's a different mindset that you have to put yourself in. So I remember like the girls were like a little shy.
They were.
They were a little shy.
They are. Like I know exactly the girls we're talking about and they are shy.
So when you asked that first question or you gave that first input, I literally was like, thank you, God. Yeah. Like Evan is here
baby,
to like
I won't not say something.
Yeah. Well, and also like in the moment, it made me realize like you really were interested in what I had to say.
Yeah.
Like I felt respect from you which was something like that was so assuring to feel on stage because it was my first class. Like I was a little nervous and I'm like, I don't know if like they're going to like this. I don't know if they're like going to be into this, whatever. So it was like that moment.
And we didn't have the answer to that question either. Like we didn't know if they would be into it. We like when we went into planning that class, and I think Sergio's vision was like, this would be something cool. And I met someone cool that would do it.
Yeah.
And I like that original thought emerged or kind of evolved into, you know, this being a highlight experience for you and a learning experience for you.
Definitely.
So
it's
really
like,
cool.
I could go on and on and on about how special it is for me.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, and you know, what's so interesting to me is that, and this kind of gets into my like favorite memory, is that like forever, I thought that like most things that are gendered in our society, like baby makeup is only for girls.
Yeah.
For the girls.
For the girls, right.
And, you know, at some point I started to unpack that and play around and buy my own little makeup and things like that. And the world, you know, in a lot of ways like opened up for me. And, you know, it's something that I incorporate makeup into my going out looks and you know, I try new things. I get new products. I mean, fuck, this Christmas, I got like 4 different lip colors that I'm working on trying out.
I love it.
And, you know, it's really interesting. And this goes kind of directly into my favorite memory. And I think that watching Drag Race opened up the world of makeup to me in so many ways that it like, I constantly associate my understanding of makeup and my comfortability with it through drag,
I love that.
and the art of drag.
So
I started, and this is a specific time because like I started watching Drag Race. The first season I ever watched was season 6, and this was 2014. And on Netflix, RuPaul was on there, and it was like RuPaul in that racer outfit. That is like the iconic promo pictures.
Yeah,
the show is a competition reality TV show where people that are really good at drag and people that are, you know, getting there. But everybody is using the same methods of getting into drag: the makeup, the wig, the body, and then your personality.
Right.
Which like in the fourth one, there's the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, which kind of goes into all 4 of those things.
Yeah.
And so in 2014, you know, this is like 11 years ago.
Yeah.
I was a young gay kid in high school and finally found like an avenue to explore makeup.
Yeah.
And so what built from that was like the next year, I think, which was my senior year, I ended up going to, and I remember this, I went to a concert with my friend Jerica, and we went to see one of our favorite musical artists, Florence and the Machine, and loved them. And Grimes opened up for Florence. It was
what
great.
A good show.
And it was outdoor at a freaking like pavilion. It was amazing.
Dang. I know the sound was going off.
Oh, and we were so close. It was really funny. There's another silly story involved in this, but we drove like the week after we finished our like final test. We had graduated and everything. We drove to Kansas City and we were going to go see Florence, and we went and bought makeup. And they were like, I'm going to do your makeup for you.
I love that.
And so they did a little makeup for me, and it was really sweet because like I really was operating on not a lot of experience, like 0 experience at that point. And then so like from that, the silly story is that we like were scream singing like every song that Florence was singing. And there was one person in front of us that was like, one song. Can I have one song where you guys aren't screaming?
No.
And I was like, I was quiet for like 30 seconds. And then we just went right back to it because I'm like, fuck you. Like,
this is why we're here.
This is a concert. I will never get this experience again. Literally. Like, I'm not ruining your, like, you literally tune me out. Like, and I know you can because the sound is loud enough for you to do that.
Exactly.
But the continuation of this story is like, I think learning about makeup and kind of destigmatizing it for myself, then allowing like my friend Jerica to do my makeup led to a series of multiple opportunities to where I got to connect with people through their experience with makeup and them doing it on me.
Yeah.
And so like my sister Caroline is a good example of this. Like anytime I have a makeup question, I will go like, Caroline, what do you think about this? Like, should I do this eye? Did I fuck up the mascara?
Yeah.
Do I need to do this lip? Like, is it a liner moment or do I just need to use a lipstick? Like, I go to women in my life and ask them questions about makeup because there's like obviously years of experience to it, but I think it like
in a lot of ways, like really connected me to my gender identity and allowed for that to expand as well.
That's beautiful.
And so makeup is one of those things that I think has really been there for me in so many ways of like understanding the way that I want to look. And it's just really interesting that it's something I get to play with. And every time I do, I find something new that I either like about myself or something that I want to try different. Like I love to serve a look, and makeup, I think, allows me to feel like I do that just like in a more, I don't know, in a more holistic way than just the clothes or just the outfit. Like makeup is the final stamp. Like, are you serving? Are you serving?
Are you serving? Yeah, no, I agree. I love that. I think that's so sweet and so powerful. I wish that more people who like don't get makeup got that.
Yeah.
It is like a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, and they talk about this all the time on Drag Race and just in the art of drag, and specifically is that it's transformative to your spirit.
Well, that's what I was saying in my class.
Yeah.
Like literally, it is transformative. And like when I had my studio, that was like how I advertised it. Like this is a transformative relaxation experience, because it's super relaxing to get your makeup done.
Yeah.
Like if you've ever gotten your makeup done, you're like, which we need to make it happen.
I was like, we need to make that happen.
No, I know. I need to do your makeup for sure. But getting your makeup done is super relaxing because of just the repetitive motion. And you're just kind of like zen and like, you know, you're about to look good. So you feel good and the whole thing. But you have that moment being relaxed, and then you look in the mirror and you're like, it's a whole new girl.
A whole new me.
Literally.
Like,
yeah, and it's beautiful.
I love that. Well, let's take a dark turn.
Yeah, okay.
If you go, I always frame it like this. If you go in your hippocampus, which is where memory is stored, and you take a left and you fall down into the memory dumps.
I know exactly what I'm about to say.
Exactly. So we're here on our memory dump. Claire, what's your least favorite memory related to makeup?
So, funny enough, me talking about weddings and how I want to get into it. So I had this bride once who was beautiful and amazing, but she was nervous. And a lot of times, like, brides get the nerves. They just do. So I can't remember where she was from. This is in New Orleans, and her wedding was at the Windsor Court. And if you know anything about the Windsor Court, it's stunning. Oh my God. And she rented out, like, I think it's literally called like the Cinderella suite.
Yeah.
So we were like in this gorgeous, like, beautiful hotel suite. But we had our trial, as you do when you do bridal makeup. And it was cool. She was from out of state, and her makeup artist, wherever she wasn't able to come in, but she, like a good makeup artist, wrote a face chart for me. Like she literally had a face chart for myself, for the makeup artist that she was going to be working with. She was like, this is the blush. This is the eyeshadow. Like legitimately had it all the way out. Use this brush for this technique, which like I so admired that. Long story short, we had the makeup, and her wedding was a 3-day long experience. Ooh. So, I mean, I'm going to do that.
Go off, queen.
But nonetheless, so we did this look for 3 days. Nothing was going to change. Like, this was the look.
The same look all 3 days?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which is good. Yeah. And it's really good for a bride, honestly. But nonetheless, and especially because she had the face chart. Maybe there was like a little something different on each face, whatever. Yeah. But pretty much this was the look. So first 2 days, for the trial, loved her makeup. Absolutely was like, oh my God, I was so nervous because obviously you know how my makeup artist is. You can see it. She's crazy, but she's amazing. And I was like, yeah, no, she's amazing. To be able to do this, I'm so glad that you actually like your makeup. Okay, trial, great. First day, great. Second day, great. Wedding day, the nerves. Like, she literally was like, why does the blush look like this? Why does my eye look like this? Why I don't like this lip? And I'm like, girl.
It fell apart for
we
her.
have done this look for 3 times in a row at this point. Like, and it was like, I was also with a super incredible hairstylist who I admire, Mary Pepitone, shout out.
Period.
She is so talented and just so like professional and orderly, and like you just don't want to mess up with Mary. Yeah. And that's what it was. It was like she was like taking a chance on me. She was like, I'm doing this wedding. You're really good at makeup. I really do like you. And she does. We at the time. Yeah. But it was like I just was like, okay, don't mess up. Like, because I'm sensitive about my shit. Okay. Quoting Miss Erykah Badu. But
yes.
Okay. So I just was thinking, and I was like young, like I was like 20 at this time. So it was
So she
just
put
like,
you through the ringer.
she
with
put me
this.
through it. No, she literally put me through it because I was like, nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
And I can't convince you that it hasn't.
And I can't convince you because you believe everything is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So long story short, did the makeup. She accepted it. Like, she didn't like it. She accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the worst feeling in the world because it was her wedding.
Yeah.
And we'd done this makeup look 3 times and you loved it. So what is going on here?
What is going on?
Literally crazy. But I just remember being like Mary, she, I got done with the makeup like maybe 2 heads before she was done with the hair. And so when she got done with the hair, or I left after, and I just remember getting out into the courtyard because it's Windsor Court. This beautiful courtyard is so dramatic. And I was sobbing. Like I literally was like, I made her look. Like it was just but it was also so confusing because I'm like, I didn't do anything different. So I'm like, technically nothing is wrong. Like, it was just crazy. Anyway.
It's just one of those client relationships.
One of those moments, literally. Yeah. But I will say, even though like this is a bad memory, it does soften it up because she texted me the next day and she was like, girl, I am so sorry. It was literally the nerves. Yeah. The makeup was beautiful. I loved it. I looked amazing in the pictures. So it came back around. It literally did come back around. And she was just saying like just the stress of the moment. And she like tipped me amazingly. And it already was like super expensive. Like it already was that type of appointment. So it was just a good moment, like money wise also.
Yeah.
But it was like, I'll just never forget that. Cause I just remember feeling so lost. And it was like a moment that I really questioned my skill.
Yeah.
Like really.
But it was really her projecting that onto you. No, I get that. And honestly, that's kind of similar to what my least favorite memory is as well. Is like, I think that for me, it has been this like, makeup's been a journey for me, learning how to do things. I mean, I've learned from you, like baby brushes, no beauty blenders and things like that.
None.
But there are some times where like, I think this is a series of memories, which I feel like is a little bit of a cop out. But there are some times when I do my makeup and I get all the way done, and then I put on the mascara and I fuck up the mascara.
Yeah, and it ruins your life.
It ruins not only my life. I'm like fully off schedule because I want to wipe it all away.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of it because it's like, yes, that made the difference in how I felt about everything. Or I will get all the way done with my makeup and then I will look at the weather and fucking finally check the practicality of what I was going to wear. And then I have to change my outfit and then change my makeup. And It's like, no. I don't have the time to do that. I don't like that moment of panic that I have after a makeup look where I'm like, okay, I like what I did with my eyes. I like what I did with my lips. I like what I did with this eyeshadow. Yeah. And then one thing comes in and just ruins it all. I realize that I don't know what I'm doing. I can't blend. Or I didn't blend that day. Like that is all these little things like just build, as much as it is a tool for self-confidence and self-expression, it can be one of those things that you introduce a new thing on which you can be critical of yourself on. Yeah. And I don't need new things to be critical of myself on.
None of us do.
None of us
honestly.
do.
No, yeah, I know. That is the most frustrating thing in the world, especially when you really like your makeup up until.
Yeah.
Like, it is like you literally want to cry.
It's tough.
It is tough. It is tough.
Because I don't know, it's all of those things. But we went through our favorite and our least favorite memories. But Claire, I have one more question for you.
Yes.
What, if you were to look at, zooming out of makeup, what are memories that you want to attract more of into your life going forward? Things that you want to remember fondly.
Yeah. Like based off of what I've already experienced or things. Well, I think I want to remember moments with my friends more, like this time in my life. Like I would say in the last 2 months, I've really been looking at friendship.
Yeah.
Like really, really looking at friendships and just like the different friendships that I'm cultivating and the friendships that I have and the way that my friends have been there for me and like how they want to continue to be there for me. So I want to remember my friends more fondly. I want to like just have all the details of those little moments with them because they're so special.
I love that.
And then I would love to think more fondly of things that have been successful. like being an artist, I can be so self-critical. And sometimes I might look at things like harshly, but I just want to remind myself on camera
forever and ever.
Forever and ever. No, like, you know, just be patient and gentle and kind to yourself. Like, there have been a lot of beautiful moments in my life. And like I said, when I think back on things, generally speaking, it's positive.
I love that.
And so I just want to remember more fondly that things happen the way that they did because of where you're going, because of what you have to still produce, because of what you have produced, that kind of thing. So that's what I would have to say for that
I love
one.
that. That's amazing. And I think that you're going to carry that forward in like everything that you do. And I think that creating like a video, I guess like repository, if you will, of kind of like these affirmations and things like that are really helpful for keeping yourself accountable. And I'm excited to be on this journey with you. So thank you so much.
I love us.
I love us.
Yeah, no, I am so grateful to be here.
Oh my God, I love it.
I love this episode.
Yes. And
this is so sweet.
Everyone, I got to plug my girl. Please, listeners of I Can't Remember Shit, you're going to love Paz y Amor. Please check out Claire's podcast and everything related to what she's up to with Paz y Amor on her YouTube page, Sending You Paz y Amor. Follow her on Instagram. I'm plugging you all the way, Diva.
Thank you. No, seriously, thank you. And because I'm going to be doing some edits, everyone on Paz y Amor, make sure that you are listening and tuning in to I Can't Remember Shit. This is the sweetest, like, it's so sweet. Memories is such a beautiful thing, and it's also hilarious. It really is. So guys, definitely get on it. We will have all the information linked, of course, and popping up on the screen.
Yes, we'll do it. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and thank you so much, Claire, for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.